raise your hand. Okay. If you live in Bullabura, raise your hand. Okay. If you live in Aldinga Beach, South Australia, raise your hand. Hello, everyone. Do you remember what our story was about last week? It was a really long word. It started with a P. Can you think of it? Perseverance. That's right. Do you remember what the word perseverance means? Never give up. And we know that we don't have to ever give up because we have somebody helping us with everything. And who is that? It's God, isn't it? Well, are you ready for a new story? Okay, today we're going to have the story called Fleas and Thank You, a story about politeness. Again, it's written by that same guy. There's one special game show that's made just for fleas, and all the bugs watch it on little TVs. Butterflies, ladybugs, ants, and mosquitoes watch Flea Quizorama with soda and Fritos. The host asks a question to all the flea bunch. They then try to answer by knowledge or hunch. They hit their red buttons, and when someone does, everything stops at the sound of the buzz. Looks like they're enjoying themselves, don't they? Host Fleagies welcomes the fleas of the day and asks with a wink if they're ready to play. The fleas all say yes, and the audience claps. All three then put on their little flea thinking caps. Okay. Fleagies warns the contestants there's a trick to this game, but flea number one shrugs and laughs just the same. Ask any question. I can answer them all. I know about dogs from the big to the small. Okay. You think he really does? Which dog is the toughest for us little fleas? Don't bore me, that's easy. The red Pekingese. You're right, Fleagies answers. You win a prize. The smart flea just yawns and closes his eyes. Behind the door is a car, cool and blue. A flea-sized convertible, shiny and new. But flea number one, not impressed with his prize, yells, "Bring on more questions! Don't waste my time!" Wow, that's not very nice, is it? He's even scaring the others, isn't he? Fleagies turns quickly to flea number two. I've got a super hard question for you. Just how many fleas can fit on a tail? Flea number two starts to shake and turns pale. That question is lousy, flea number two shouts. He hollers and huffs, then he grumbles and pouts. The fleas on the tail, are they skinny or fat? I don't know the answers to dumb stuff like that. Too bad, says the host. It's a difficult game. You lose, and you wear the flea collar of shame. Flea number two stomps away angry and cries, "No way, I can't lose. Good riddance. Goodbye." Wow, I think we get some poor losers, don't we? Wonder what happens next. The final contestant is Penelope Flea. She's been waiting her turn at the game quietly. Fleegees asks, "Miss, are you ready to go?" "Yes, sir," she answers. "I'll give it a go." She's the only one left, isn't she? Fleegees says, "Thank you for calling me sir. It's nice after all the rudeness we've heard. I'll move along now to your question, my dear. What kind of dog has the fluffiest rear?" What a funny question. The ticks in the crowd and the tick of the clock are giving Penelope bad mental blocks. She never was very good at these games and knows she will wear the flea collar of shame. Is she going to get it right? "I'm sorry," she says. "I'm afraid I don't know. But thank you for having me here on the show. I'm sad that I didn't win even a dime. I guess I'll just have to do better next time." Fleegees is smiling and says, "That's okay. There are new rules for the game here today. I give you first prize for the one most polite. Your answers revealed a heart that is right." Oh, wow. Look at everything that she won. Why did she win? Because she was polite. Penelope tells Fleegees thanks with a grin. She quietly prays and says thanks again. The bugs watching TV learned something that day. A heart right with God can go a long way. That was a good story, wasn't it? Penelope had a good attitude. The other two contestants did not have a good attitude, did they? So who is the one that made God happy? It was Penelope, wasn't it? And we can be like Penelope if we do the right thing. Have a good day, guys. See you next time.